recording. So hey everybody, we're recording. So these are going to be the steps to get. Imagine that I had my 5 concepts here up on the screen. Gentlemen. So imagine that I had 5 images here right now. Step 1 of this assignment would be to come in, take a picture, either through the classroom file, whatever, the classroom application or whatever, click, upload. Do not immediately turn in because you're not done yet, okay? So, now to get this, we're going to take, okay, this is the design that I'm going to want. And we're going to get that into Solidworks. These are the steps to do that, okay? So this is going to be where Solidworks would come in, okay? Okay, so, all right, here we go. Hopefully everybody has. The step to start here is going to be the Google Drive application on your phone is going to be the fastest route forward. There's going to be some other ways of doing this if you want to, but the Google Drive is going to be awesome. Notice the little plus button down here. If you click on that, it actually allows you to either scan or take a picture here, okay? So I'm going to take a picture. Allow. All right. Now, we may come into an issue here with this whole scanning thing. The file format's going to matter. But now watch this. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to go click. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm going to encounter this problem because it's scanning to a PDF, and I didn't want a PDF. What I want is not a PDF in this case. I want a JPEG. Okay? Some phones, some people's were actually scanning to a JPEG straight away. Mine is not. Okay? Here's another way to get around this then. All right? I'm going to go to my camera. Now, I don't think you're going to see anything too bad on my phone here, because I try and make sure to whatever. So, now I'm in camera mode on my phone. I'm going to click take picture. All right. Now what I'm going to do is immediately go to like my gallery if you've got a non-Android thing. All right. The other thing you can do, Apple will have its own little share icon here. I can come here and go share. All right. Now this will, from my camera to go, I could load it to Instagram should I want to, but I don't know. Hey, look at this. My Drive shows up right there as a shared location. I'm going to click on My Drive to Mr. Foreman here. Allow Drive to access photos, media. Yeah, sure, why not? Google already sees everything. Going for it. All right. It's now uploading. All right. So it's going through the internet wirelessly and everything else. The next step on this, hold on, I'll get to the question in a moment. Okay. If I move this out of the way, now what you need to do after you've taken a picture here on your device, what you're going to do is you're going to be able to come here and come to, say, I'm going to go here. Yeah, Google Doodle today, amazing. Hopefully get there in a moment. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going to go to my Google. Hopefully this is probably going to be outside. I'm also then going to come down to Drive, which may be outside of the screen. I'm now here in Drive, okay? I just now uploaded this image, okay? That scanned PDF isn't going to work for SolidWorks. What you're going to do is click on that JPEG image here. I just did that. And outside of what might be recording on the screen right now is the little down arrow and the download icon, right? I'm now downloading this, okay, to the actual location on the computer here, which also may fall outside of the screen as it's recording right now. But down in the lower left, I could now potentially click on this. Oops, if I click on it, it doesn't know which software to open it with. Okay, well, don't worry about that now. Now's the time that you would come into SolidWorks here, okay? You're going to create a new part. And again, this may not capture full on the screen. I probably messed up this beginning step, okay? But here we go. You're going to be then on, say, top plane. You're going to create a sketch. Okay? On this top plane, you are going to create a rectangle. What do you think its dimensions should be? Based off of the requirements in the assignment. Don't everybody answer all at once, but 3 by 2. Oh, 3. I guess everybody's being good for me and raising a hand. And let's see it. 3 by 2 rectangle. Great. Dandy. Now here comes this cool thing that we haven't seen necessarily before. If you come up to the Tools menu, that's, again, probably outside of the screen, you're going to come down to Sketch Tools. you're going to come to this thing that says Sketch Picture. Now, we had to download this for you to be able to find it, but I think if I were to wager a guess here, this JPEG right here, or if you want to change this to be large icons so you can actually see what they are. Aha! There we go. I've got a JPEG and a JPEG here. I'll take this one. Now it's going to sit and think here for a few minutes. I'll probably put this on pause because it's going to take some seconds to chug through this, okay? Put this on pause. There we go. Now we're back recording. That took a couple minutes to work. But now if you notice, I'm going to scroll. Come on. Oh, it's thinking about it because I'm using a lot of RAM on my computer right now. That image that was brought in here, does it look like it came in as 2 inches by 3 inches? No, it is quite ratherly massive here. Okay? Way too big. But notice off to the side over here, which is probably now outside of the recording view. Oh, there we go. I'll shift it over. Sketch Picture. You can actually change the size of this thing through manipulating these values. So first off, do you think it looks like it's in the right orientation rotationally here? Yes or no? No. Error. Yeah, we say no. I agree with that. Now, which direction, if we were to do an angular rotation here, how many degrees of rotation do you think I'm going to have to get this into the right orientation? 90. Very good. Well, let's see. I'm going to type in 90 and see which way it goes. Whoops. Did that go the right 90? Nope. Went opposite. I'm hearing a negative 90. Let's give that a try. Ah, that looks better. Cool. Now, notice this came in as close to 158 inches big. Divide that value by 12. That's actually like almost 12 feet. That's like 12 feet big. That's huge. Okay? Like billboard, but it still looks kind of good. So, hey, there's one good check. All right. You're going to want to keep these checked. Enable Scale Tool and Lock Aspect Ratio. That would be helpful here because as you change one of these values, let me just take a guess here. I'm going to change that one to a 3. Ooh, and notice when I changed 1 to a 3, it gets really small. Yep, computer, think about it a little bit more as I'm zooming in. Yes, you do not have the right graphics card. Thanks, IT services. But oh, look at this. You can now, as you zoom in, I can actually click and drag and move that to manipulate. So at that point, it looks pretty good. You could even then say, now that we're close, I could click and drag that to make it bigger. And since I created that rectangle for myself already, haha, I already have a known value to work inside of. It doesn't really matter how big that thing is, because the overall is 4 inches. Hey, that doesn't make sense, because some of it went outside of the bounds there. Ho! But at that point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to exit out of this sketch, okay? Okay, I'm exiting out of this sketch, and I'm going to create yet another sketch. So sketch. On top plane. Now what I'm going to do on this second sketch, completely different sketch, I'm going to start trying to outline this, using that as a reference guide here, okay? So over the top of the other one. This is where you're going to get to do a little bit of tracing digitally here. And notice I'm just kind of taking some liberties here, just doing it straight and squared off, okay? The reason why I'm doing this on a separate sketch, oh, it didn't take as a separate sketch. See, Mr. Foreman fail. The reason why I would want to do this is, hey, if I want to check and see how well this is fidelidously working, I could hide this. Right-click and go hide. Whoops, but everything disappeared. If I had created this on another sketch, I would only see the sketch features I made. So that is the example of what not to do, okay? So with that, I've got an 8-minute recording that may or may not work, but I will post that to YouTube just so we can take my reminder. All right.